Hi, welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam, here with the 21st session of the Planetary Fragments Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. We have Austin as Yarok, we have Ryan as Rin, we have Bob as... Nope, not Kaladin anymore. Bob...
Still Kaladin, spelled with a K.
He was much higher level.
Come on, it goes off that one's name.
No.
Yin.
Yeah.
Yin.
Yin.
And Nick as Tana Har. Alright,
Because he has one name and you go, nope, fuck that, and cut it in half every
he
time.
has one name with a space in it.
I didn't put a space in it. You just decided you're supposed to have two names.
You are supposed to have two names.
Quiet, Quinn.
You are not Prince.
No.
Alright, next game. Everyone, one name, I claim Prince.
It'd be one thing if this was the first time that had happened.
Yeah, it's not. You should have learned. Anyways, last time y'all freed Yarock and the Caretaker from their dungeon by destroying the Blackened Hand, revealing the rest of the tower sunk in the marsh. The door at its base led downstairs to a tower in a void, with a ramp going up and down. Outside, the party has explored upwards along the ramp and downwards into the void, finding an arcane library that predates the world's destruction, ending a short time after the destruction. And Yarock and Tana continued up to find a door that they couldn't unlock, then a dining hall and kitchen, and have just reached another locked door. The other two are still in the library researching.
Yes, with runes to produce fire and water.
Oh yeah, also got a of endless water.
Mm-hmm.
Arn.
No,
Decanter?
decanter.
Did you also get one of endless fire? A pot of endless fire?
No, I did
No.
not take the pot of endless
You
fire.
didn't take that fire and stuff it in your bag?
No.
Weird. You found one, though.
Yes.
It's a magic bag, it's fine.
Yeah, that was in the brick oven. They didn't disassemble it.
Alright, so you've gone up to the... You didn't go back there. You went up to the next floor.
Mm-hmm.
And you've arrived... I guess you're ready to try and open that lock?
Yes. Go ahead and cast guidance on myself. Dex 5. Plus 9. 18.
It remains locked.
Okay.
There's one lock-picking method that always works.
And no, it didn't. It didn't work on the one door.
Sure it did. Eventually.
No, you scraped the metal off of it, then I picked it afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it disenchanted it.
Oh. Anyway, it's like, okay, I'll try again on this one in a little bit. Go up to the next one.
Yeah, spirals up again. You find another door.
Try it.
Locked.
Okay. 22.
22 will open this one. And the door opens to a... we'll say about 4 foot wide tunnel that goes back to what you would guess to be, from walking around circles around the tower, about around the midway section, where it opens up to be about an 8 foot diameter, like round room, so much thicker walls throughout. There is a stone pedestal in the middle, up to about where your hands would sort of sit onto it, and sort of a shiny metal basin, mirrored, polished surface, It's about, a little over a foot in diameter, sitting in the center.
No more doors along this.
No more doors along that side.
It's a toilet?
It's like when you're standing up, it's like this tall, so you'd kind of have to climb to get up to it. And,
Is it magic? I can't tell.
I will, before casting magic, go ahead and just investigate the room
Yes,
for
I
any other
can't tell.
clues.
natural 1 for a...
Investigation's
Hey man, +2.
10, 12.
Yeah, stone walls. Nothing seen. No other outside doors that you can tell.
I will go ahead and cast Detect Magic then.
It is magical.
Can I? Screw it. You hate that, so root around in my bag and pull out the pearl. Cast Identify.
Mm-hmm. It's not an enchantment particularly that you know, although it is very similar to that of probably your bag.
A thing of holding.
Yeah, similar. Different, but very similar.
If I identify, he knows.
Yeah.
Do I know how to access the inside of it then?
How do you access the inside of your bag?
I go ahead and reach
Your
toward
hand pushes right through the
shiny metal.
shiny metal surface.
And it gets bit off.
And you occasionally feel things brushing past. Leaves, feathers. Something hard runs by your hand. Just things kind of presenting themselves to you.
I forget, with bags of holding at least, can you demand all of one type of item to come out?
You can request something. Yeah, you can.
Try request gold.
Hard metal thing hits your hand.
You pull it out. Is it a solid block?
Block of gold.
Neat.
Intelligence check. How much is a hand-sized brick of gold?
You can figure out by the weight.
Yeah.
£1 block of gold would be 50 gold.
So just a one. Is it like a metal ingot, or is it just
Yeah.
Can we turn the ball inside out?
No.
And that's quite dangerous. It could disappear if you did that.
No, bags of holding just empty themselves. You turn them inside out.
But this isn't a bag of hold.
It works like one.
between identify and arcane knowledge? Do I think I could stick Austin's head in there and he could look around without him being decapitated or killed?
Why don't you just reach in there and pull stuff out, you weirdo?
Because I don't know what's in there.
Well, you do think that not knowing what's in there would at least be concerning for putting his head in as much as pulling random stuff out. It's even more dangerous, because if you pull it out, at least everyone knows what's in there. If you just stick his head in there, it gets free access to it.
Yeah, but it's also Yarok, the toughest one here. I'm pretty sure he would be fine.
I'm pretty sure he's tough because he's dodgy.
That is in fact
And if
not
you-
true.
I am both.
If you stick your head in a hole, you cannot dodge.
I can if I take the dodge action.
No, you do not. Your head does not get the bonus.
What do you
If your head is in stocks and you're locked in the
What do you
stockade,
think
you cannot dodge.
You'd be restrained. You wouldn't be able to take action.
I'm thinking this isn't
But
just
if you
a bag
could
of
take
holding, but
actions-
more of a actual.
But you want to see what's on
Forest.
the inside, right?
Yeah.
Why don't
Well, how
you just
would you
reach
do
in
that?
there and start pulling stuff out?
But look in. Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm not used to having a smartphone again. No, I don't have one. I have a laptop. I didn't grab a smartphone.
You'll have to use somebody else's.
Did you grab a smartphone, Austin?
No. I don't need one.
I still have my regular flip phone. flip that open and just put it on picture mode and take pictures while reaching in there.
Yeah, it appears to be black.
Yeah, you get,
Stygian darkness.
yeah, there's some sort of grainy... Is it a feather? You think it's a feather?
Bird? Yes, I try to pull out a bird.
Make a luck check.
Our birds' heads are falling off.
10. Yeah, you, some stiff object flies into your hand. Pull it out. It is like one of the craft, like the fake birds that you put in like floral arrangements. It's really made from, wood shavings and stuff like that, but shaped to look as though a bird.
So just a wooden carving of a bird?
Oh, it's the. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing you've seen those, like for the floral arrangements, where it actually has like layers of like wood shavings that are colored and glued on to give it an actual texture.
No.
You guys do not spend enough time in Michael's.
Why would I go there?
I spend no time in Michael's.
I only spend the time in
look
Michael's
at
where
the
you
art
dragged me there.
Yeah, I think the only time I've been there was when I told you to buy the $1 sponge instead of the $15 sponge.
That's a good idea.
You're welcome.
To be fair, I didn't see the $1 sponge. The $15 sponge and the $1 sponge were in totally different areas. They were the exact same type of sponge. One of them was in the cheap paints aisle. The other one was in the artist brushes aisle. I'd gone to the artist brushes aisle.
Yeah. It feels like there's almost like an entire forest cottage in there between leaves, feathers, other thing.
Why don't you just pull your things out?
I don't know.
Sandwich? Put my hand in.
Nothing comes out.
Bread.
No.
Salami? Meats?
With meats, there's some sort of cured and dried, what looks like it was supposed to and one-time meat, but with no method of preservation in there, is basically gone from a dehydrated meat to a meat, like, brick. Yeah.
Ah, the Puck Company.
No
Okay.
branding exists.
Let me try it. Feathers.
You get a handful of feathers.
Keep summoning feathers till there's no more feathers.
That'll go for a while.
Ledger?
No ledger.
Book.
Yeah, you'll get a book.
Is it empty?
It has some early writings in a language that's sort of...
I don't speak.
Yeah, that you don't understand. But looks like, the first, 15 pages were written in and then blank from there.
Journal?
Perhaps?
No, try to summon.
Oh,
Shoot
nothing
my hand
comes
there.
out.
Journal. Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Somebody's-
it's a girl's hole. Ask for a diary.
Diary.
Who is doing diaries?
How many books are there? Keep asking for book.
Yeah, you'll probably get about 8,
No, that's not a lot.
but they also had a library.
Yeah.
They also had a kitchen, so there generally wasn't food in here.
Except for Slim Jim, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know why they have all this stuff in this specific hole.
Knowledge Arcana, if I can think, this might be a set of linked bags.
Ooh, proscribed.
I don't know that word.
Banned by rule of law.
You're just reaching in there. Anything that is illegal, give it to me.
Nothing comes up to that. You can make a check.
Then I don't know. I mean, I guess we could play with this for a few hours.
16.
16.
Because that's the only thing
It's
I can think of.
possible that it has
Someone's
some-
throwing stuff in this one and other people are taking it out.
If it had that function, you'd know you cast Identify.
Yeah, it's possible that there's some other item that has access to the same space, which wouldn't necessarily be known by that without identifying the other object. But it does largely seem, just based on some of the things you've requested that would be in other places you've already identified, that perhaps it's more used internally as storage, but
Yeah. Okay, I just stand back and go with command empty.
it does not respond to it.
How are you supposed to pull out stuff from a theoretical infinite hole of you don't know what it's in there?
Just keep sticking your hand in there and say, "Give me, give."
I mean, things present themselves
Well,
to you.
it's a metal bowl, right?
Mhm.
On a stone pedestal.
Yeah, built into.
Well, I mean, what's connecting the two?
The edge of the stone goes over the edge of the metal bowl.
But that's it. I mean, we could theoretically take this and turn it upside down.
With detect magic,
Mhm.
the stone and the pedestal are both magical.
So we'd have to take the whole pedestal.
Yeah, it is identifying as an object as a whole.
So it does not want to be.
How heavy is the pedestal?
I mean, it's built into the ground.
Is the ground
It's like
magic?
masoned into the ground.
Is the ground magical?
No.
Again, once you're asking me these things, I say no. You're not ripping the entire thing out of the hole and breaking it.
How
I was going to turn it upside down.
just answering
It
that question
wouldn't-
will give you the answer to that question.
If you turn it upside down, it might not actually have anything come out.
Maybe.
Why
I
don't
mean-
you just spend the time to do that? Because Brian and I are very busy. It's not like we're going to run out of time.
They're occupied with books.
It's just, I feel I should be smart enough to figure out a way versus just, okay, I think I felt some maybe feathers. Give me
Okay,
all
yeah.
that.
I'll be right back. I
Mhm.
take the 8 books and I'm going to take them down to the library.
So, a pair of you were reading in the library. You with a new language.
Very exciting. I need a bunch of Blake books so I can start my treatise on the Dwarven language.
And they were in the middle of the table.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that was what you were working as, basically working on your.
Oh, I'm not going to write it right now. I have a lot of reading to do before I do that. No, what I'm going to be doing right now is doing an inventory of all the things that my church definitely wants to take.
Gotta
Okay.
get that Dewey Decimal System up and running.
Have they stumbled across any sorting system yet?
I mean, they're topic based sorting.
Do they have little stickouts of?
No. No. It was a small enough group. It was expected that they knew where things were.
That's
This
just,
was not a public
that's
library.
That's just sloppy booking.
This is a private
You're
library.
gonna
Much
tell-
as the sorting in my own books, and I know exactly how they're sorted. I do not have little tabs.
You're gonna tell me that this little group of nerds nobody thought to put labels on things? That doesn't sound like nerds.
They didn't like the look of it.
This non-public thing no one's going to be seeing. It's like, well, it's only me and I'm going to be seeing it a lot. I want it to look good for me.
Yes.
That's why we put dead animals on plinths in here. Because everyone agrees. Text during school.
I do not agree with that.
Everyone agrees as the stuffed bear is looking over your shoulder.
Yes. It's like that and sourdough. Everyone agrees.
Yeah, never liked sourdough.
I don't understand taxidermy if it's not for like scientific or like if you're not putting it in a museum so people can look at it.
Your home could be like a museum.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Hey, at least I'm not one of those weirdos who
When
takes...
I kill a thing, I just want the food. I don't care about how it looks.
Yeah.
But you'll get like a 15% buff if you gotta kill another one.
If I have its head hanging in the wall, yeah,
You didn't know that's
I'm
how it
alright
works?
with that because unlike whatever you're talking about, bullets work just fine. They don't
It's
need
an
a buff.
accuracy buff.
15% better bullets.
I'm not spending
What were
money
you-
on that.
What were you doing?
Kill a bunch of white devils.
Well, I was able to find out about the realm of worms.
Yes.
So, next step would be to pull up some sort of manual of the planes.
Okay. Make investigation.
Right. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 8.
You spend some time doing that. While you're doing that, Yarock arrives.
Found these in another room.
I look at what he's found.
Top of the stack is what appears to be some sort of diary, but only went like 15 pages in.
Anything
And it's blank beyond there.
interesting?
Life in a probably this one would probably be life working to set up the tower and seclude it away.
All right.
Which could be very important to
Yeah.
us, but
All right. Check the. Just check all the books.
The others are more blank books.
They're all just blank.
Yep.
All right.
They're journals. They're
All right. Yeah, I go through the first one and just take a picture of every page.
Like a pro.
mm-hmm.
I leave.
The 7 other blank books are like
Mhm.
good quality
Yeah. No, everything's of a nice weather-bound, thick paper.
in bag.
Yeah.
Those 7 blank books are going to become my treatise on the dwarven language.
Otherwise, you're at your basin.
just reaching in, feeling something, pulling it out until
That's a 9-foot 2x4. You're having to kind of angle to get it out of.
Wait a second. I don't need those. I'll just go buy a laptop. I keep forgetting. I literally just took,
write this.
I just took pictures of things with my phone. I keep forgetting. I just need to go
To be
buy a
fair,
laptop.
I love that. That is what the setting is based on. Is this weird amalgamation of yes, we have technology. It's new enough. We're just used to doing things in a medieval method
It's like, man,
because
it's
we
got
jumped everything in between.
It's like when they taught me cursive in 3rd grade.
this-
You're gonna
use
need that.
this. Yeah, you're gonna need that.
I still write in cursive because you know what? Screw them. They made me learn it. Now everyone else has to struggle to read it.
Your print's hard enough.
I used to.
I
but
don't print.
But then I learned you can just sign with your initials, so you don't need to at all. And that's
You make
all
a weird squiggly line if you just are
Yeah,
consistent.
yeah.
Or a happy face.
It doesn't really matter.
That's always weirded me out.
Doesn't really matter. It can be whatever you want.
I am a frog man.
Hey, I am a fraud man. Can be. If that's what you're into.
Thinking, bag of nails.
Man,
Starting to think maybe construction supplies.
Why
You
do
get
you
a-
need feathers?
I don't need any of this stuff. I'm trying to find out what everything in here is, and there's
Just-
not an inventory system.
you get the.
Hence the wanting to look inside.
Make an
And-
insight check.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
16. 17. 17.
Well, there may be much more beyond just that. You get the feeling that most likely this is where things have been stored to whatever they've constructed, whatever they've been working on. It is a section to store all that they will need, whether both arcane supplies for things, supplies to do decorations like their taxidermy or things like that, any of the tools or material.
So this
It
is
is
just-
a spot where they probably could have put them and just access whatever they need as they're building a tower in a weird space.
Okay.
So yeah, there might be some interesting stuff in there if you knew what to ask for.
Yeah.
But unless you think to ask for something that,
Magical item?
yeah. No, I'm not going to let it go to that vague of a
Magic
Staffs?
staff. Yeah, you get a wooden staff.
Regular wooden stick.
Staff? Staff? Staff?
There's probably about 2 dozen that are your most normal wooden staff first.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of staves.
There are.
You could say magical staff.
Maybe.
Let's see.
rings.
Yeah. It's like, now we're just gonna hit the most important subgenres of magic. Items.
Pants.
Chairs.
Oh no, I was thinking like
Magical
scrolls,
hammock.
potions.
Come forth, apparatus of Qualash.
You never know. You'll need to submerge yourself in an ocean in the middle of a black void.
But more importantly, tank crab.
Yeah, killing crabs in the ocean.
You know, the funny thing is, I said staffs. That probably wouldn't actually be a big thing because most of them are geared towards wizards and sorcerers. I think there may be a druid one in there.
There's arcane stuff in this tower.
Mm-hmm.
And also, there's a lot of staffs. They're based on like class restrictions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But a lot of them would be classes we don't have.
Oh,
And
yeah.
as the next one reaches up to you, the immediate grasp on it, your hand feels like it is just grabbed onto hot metal and fire.
Pull it out.
So you sort of fling out, and this brass metal staff, of which the tip is alight, like a cage on the top of it is burning with flame.
And that's Sparky grabbed.
Yeah, it's the top of it.
So horrible. Just looking at a brass staff thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Did he take damage?
No, pain, but
Yeah.
Then it wasn't really damage.
Identify.
Well, you'd want to save it because you identify or is it? Fifth edition's only one item at a time. Yeah.
Mhm.
We no longer get multiple items.
I don't have wasted 2 spells today
It's a
from that
ritual.
level.
Or-
Oh, it's a ritual?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The better point would be to put everything in a pile, camera's hot. Detect magic and then identify it later.
Yeah.
Like over a long rest. Like a sane person.
Well,
And
even
keep
during a
reaching
long
your hand
rest,
in there and grab.
even during a long rest, that's only 6 items. If you're casting Identify as a ritual. Otherwise, you're only identifying 1 item. But, okay, so there are...
well, so at that point you're not long resting.
Oh, yeah.
You're casting magic.
Hold up the thing and... Yep. That's probably magical with just that flame up
It's
there.
that eternally burning flame, yeah.
Not an expert, but probably magic.
Yeah.
As you walk back in.
Okay, magical wands.
Nothing responds.
Magical scrolls.
Nothing responds.
Magical potions.
Nothing responds.
Put the magical staff back in the bowl and ask for a magical staff.
I don't want to burn myself again.
To confirm whether or not it works.
Okay. Put the staff back in. Magical staff.
Nothing happens.
There you go.
Yes. Staff.
This time you do take a damage, because you've been warned now.
Well, I feel the heat. I try to reach lower down on the staff.
You reach your hand in and it is running itself into your palm.
Yeah, the only thing you can grab
Who
is by
decided to
kind
go
of
this outside first?
Wizard?
Dick. You pull
Hey,
it out.
at least
I have
it's
a
not
shield.
the javelin, the max damage javelin.
Might I offer you a 1 hit point healing good berry in your time of need?
No, I'm not actually damaged. It pinged off my shield. Okay, ring. Ring.
You
Ring,
should have taken
ring.
the mage hand cantrip.
But yeah, I'm going to hit the major things in here until it stops giving me stuff and sort it later. So that'll take me probably a couple hours. So, scrolls, potions, rings.
Okay. Will you spend the next 4 hours pulling out rings?
That's a lot of rings.
Yes. In fact, where do you start putting them? As at this point, your room is filling up.
I put them in my bag. Because my bag can be emptied by yoinking it.
Yes, your bag actually has the ability to call forth rings and just take all the rings. Unlike this single summon thing that would be horrible for construction.
No, you're supposed to know what's inside and ask for it.
Yeah.
It is not designed for some stranger to come up and steal from you. It is really inconvenient for that.
So it is.
But it works.
Man, they're not
I mean,
very
eventually-
thoughtful.
Eventually, I'm just like sitting on top of the plinth, legs spread around it, ring, ring.
Bottom are really simple gold rings that are probably worth a gold. But you probably have, whatever, 2,000 worth of gold,
Yeah, we just shove stuff in the bag of holding.
Yeah. So end up going through.
Can we put two hands in at the same time and get different objects?
So he has his hand and you try and put a hand in?
Yeah.
You hit metal.
Ah.
So end up putting on a playlist or some YouTube videos or something,
What's YouTube?
or any other video sharing network or facsimile, or just tunes and chat while pulling out rings and throwing them into your bag, just making it a game. Ring, ring.
Put on some lime music.
Yes.
LimeWire. It's like LimeWire. The company's not immune. Not only is that copyright infringement, that's also theft.
So yeah, we're wasting some time as we slowly steal this magic treasure away, and or just have thousands of gold worth of rings.
Yeah.
Gonna open a jewelry store.
So you were looking for... You find some scribblings on further planes. You assess at a certain point that they have no overall layout of the planes as a whole. You find clear documentation on those that you know of the 3 pantheons with outer planes, the divine, what are the divines upon Olympus, with the forest tonlands, Mount Olympus, Sea of Atlantis, and the underworld, the eternal pharaohs, with the river of life, sands of time, scroll of ritual, and temple of death. The union of the Asar and Vanir, with their battlefield of glory separating the fords of the Vanir and the stronghold of the Asir. Of course, your own religion, with the ethereal and astral planes. Those are all clearly and well documented. And then there's the hells, or the abyss, or whatever you want to refer to them as they are one in this of just the unending seeming planes. And you find scribblings on some of them. You do find a null world that you think may have some connection, but there's no full documentation on it. That does not appear to exist.
Okay. Let's say I will then try to narrow my search to the books that have planar information about the hells to see if I can pull something up on the plane of worms. Or if I need to, I can go and look in if they've got a section for demonology, something related to that.
Okay, so you're working on that.
Yep.
And I'm gathering from what you did before, you are basically going to the things that you think your religion would find important, and you are just flipping through the book and photograph. Is that basically what you are? Is just documenting books like that?
Documenting as much as I can like that, yeah.
Okay. Takes time, but yeah, you just can, this might be relevant.
Just saying, I know what my job is.
Otherwise, you're getting tired.
2 hours later.
Yeah.
It's like, end of all these, I don't feel I've seen something intricate enough to be have been a magical ring.
There's probably some of them that are magical. There are a few with gems and things inset with them, and odds are some of them have been, but...
Was I at least smart enough to separate those out versus just throwing them...
What's your intelligence?
20?
Probably.
Yeah.
No, you needed more than 20 to be that smart.
I guess I can come back later. We can probably go check on a caretaker. We left him outside like 5 hours ago and didn't come back.
I gave him a good berry.
You went from outside, you went down into a hole that was being filled with water. You sealed with stone the top of that so that water will build up above it to refill that tunnel from further below, and then you've got it here. You are currently sealed in.
You can come get me.
Well, yeah, go back downstairs. Stop when I see one of those locked doors. Go ahead and cast enhanced ability. I take one of my finger pills. Not dexterity pills.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense than what I thought you were doing.
15 plus 9, so 23.
23 with the first door that you've walked by will open that one.
Well, the second one, technically, I'm going down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the first one you come by going down, the upper one.
Yes.
And you do know there was things above the room that you had just been in. These
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, so that opens up to a very dusty room.
Dead bodies.
Dank.
The dankest of dust.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, man, none of these rooms have dust in them. There's going to be dead bodies somewhere, and that place is going to be filled with dust.
You have found the bed chambers.
Yeah. Deal with you guys later. Shut the door. Go ahead and relock it.
No one likes a corpse.
I mean,
They may be undead. I don't want to deal with them. They've stayed there this long. I can deal with them later.
how wide's the doorway? One person wide?
Yeah, just
Then they are no threat.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to stand there now, or do you want them to lock it?
Yeah, they're no threat, except if they're magical undead.
If they can walk through my space, they can walk through that door.
Yeah. Anyways, keep going down until I hit the next one.
Okay.
Nope. Yeah. Balanced, as all things should be.
Yeah, so 33.
This door.
So what happened the first time around?
He has advantage.
Yeah, enhanced ability.
Okay. It's like, that was a 1. What do you
No,
mean just
no.
making it a 20?
Instant replay. That was a 20.
And this one will also be a fair bit decayed, as it is full of dead, mostly dead, plants.
These poor plants.
So like an atrium or something?
Yeah, you've reached like a lobby. No, like
Conservatory?
like a greenhouse. In fact, this room also has light. This room from opening it would shine out as if daylight. Would probably be the first thing you would notice.
Also, really surprised that any of those plants are still alive. It's been 1,000 years.
If you want to play into it, you can.
But, it's like, okay. Close that door, not
I
lock
need to
it.
go fix it. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to fix these plants up.
It's like, I thought we were going to go back up and, or at least contact someone else and sleep first, then come back and, or move on at least.
Look,
You
these
say
plants-
as he's sticking his hands in the soil, he goes, "There's plants here." He's a druid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these plants are suffering, man. Give me like an hour.
Give me 2-3 days tops.
Well, yeah, I'll head down to the library, find it.
Give me an hour. Give me not even an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, I'll need 8 hours.
Yes.
With the plants?
Yes.
What
So what's
are you
up,
going to do
Tana?
to those plants?
Plant growth.
This room, while it looks like it was at one point well manicured, is overgrown massively. Things that grew wildly out of control and most withered and died.
Yep, no balance.
There are a few that you do not recognize that seem to still be living and thriving in this space. The room is hot and humid, as the moisture seems to have remained, and whatever enchantment has a row of sunlight around the outside diameter of the room seems to still be holding. So while a number of them seem to have died, The conditions seem right, and only a few lived. And ones that you do not recognize.
We'll have to take that sunlight to kill vampires.
No, we need to make a super complex and convoluted thing to summon a vampire into this room.
Yes.
So there's only one type of living plant in here.
There are 3 types of living plant in here.
And they've overgrown everything because they're the most superior of plants. Well, I can't resurrect plants.
Overgrown and choked out everything else. Many of the things that it looks like they choked out seem to have probably been a lot of it, some of interest and herbs, a lot of it food items.
Yeah.
Seem to be growing.
These 3 plants that are left me food?
One of them has some strange fruit growing forth from it.
Eat it.
Well, harvest that fruit.
Pluck it. It's has a rough outer texture.
Could you
In
make lemonade
appearance,
with
like
it?
the fuzziness of a peach skin, but in the feel, almost like a very fine sandpaper.
We'll break that open. Has it got like seeds or flesh inside?
There are both seeds and flesh inside. It is a tough, thin but very tough, almost leathery feel to the actual outer shell. But otherwise,
Well,
it is a vibrant yellow.
I eat this mystery 1,000-year-old fruit. I take myself a bite of this.
In flavor,
Is it good?
like a sugared grapefruit.
No. Quite nice.
You will need a Constitution check, however.
Yeah.
Aren't you immune to poisons at this point?
We're immune to fear.
I don't believe.
Oh,
I'm
right.
immune to
I'm
poison.
immune to poisons.
Yeah, you're the monk.
Yeah, I'm not immune to poison. I'm resistant to poison damage, and I'm immune to disease. That gives me
13?
12.
No.
Well, and you were going down to the library to meet the others while he's off doing that. We'll get
Tripping
to that.
balls.
Yeah, it's like, we've looted a bunch of stuff out of their storehouse, basically, like a ton of rings. Well, looking for magical stuff. Put down the fling staff. Well, I don't put it down. This is big library full of fire hazards.
Paper. Yeah.
It's a good way to get yelled at. You trying to get yelled at?
Like, sit on one of the chairs, put it between my legs, and cast Identify at it. It's like, you guys ready to... Well, we haven't explored all the rooms, but we found the dining room, the plant room, the bedroom. Yeah, just those 3 up there so far.
Plants, dining and kitchen, bedroom, storage room.
Yeah, and storeroom.
And what'd you find in those rooms?
Decanter of endless water and a little pot of endless flame in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Some dead bodies in the bedroom. Some dead and dying plants in the plant room. And a big, stupidly designed portable non-portable bag of holding up in the storehouse. That has a ton of stuff, but no easy, manual to do it. So I've just been pulling out rings because they had some magical staves. They must have some magical rings, but they have thousands upon thousands of rings.
Hey man, you never know how many rings you need.
So, which door has the corpses in it?
Yeah, where's the bedroom?
Like the...
Those corpses aren't going to necromance themselves.
Says the person that can speak to dead.
Yeah, it's like the 3rd one up, but I thought we'd turn in for the night and explore again tomorrow. Aren't you getting tired yet?
This isn't exploring. You did the exploring. He's finding corpses, or she's finding corpses. I'm looking for a journal.
Yeah, but
As he objects as we leave.
I've been told on the DM my feelings the thing of you are tired.
Yes,
I
they
figured-
are tired too.
Yeah,
Yes, we, however, are not big babies.
I look at your threat of 1 exhaustion level and laugh.
No, we'll just
For it is
sleep
only
in.
1 level.
We'll just sleep in.
It's just that first level. It's no big deal.
Well, then we'll have to go and check on what's his face upstairs.
So,
After
you've stepped outside of this tower, and into the realm of fairies.
Oh, I am tripping.
Oh yeah, you're tripping.
I am tripping. 1,000-year-old fruit gets you where you're going.
As the trees stretched on in further directions, and these little pixies, green in color, beckon you forward.
You've eaten the absinthe fruit.
I
Green and yellow fair.
I try to talk to them. I speak Sylvan. That's that language.
Yes, it is. Fly with us. Fly into the stars. You think you can do it?
I know, but I don't really want to. I'm kind of really attached to the ground. I like the ground. And the dirt. Specifically the dirt.
But the leaves are up here.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're all over the place. Literally.
Just become part of the planet and move the planet around to go to the stars.
Trying his
Will you
drum
leave
off.
here? The entire place
Just look
is
at someone and go, you know what?
reach sundeath.
Don't listen to anything with more than 2 wings.
Very well.
I mean, even 2 wings, you gotta be shifty about that. Don't listen to things with wings.
The tree beside you catches fire.
Well, that's bad.
And that jumps to the fire. And the ground itself starts to wither and blacken and crumble. And it falls as it
Plant growth.
falls.
Plant growth.
And tendrils of flame grow up as you try to grow new plants.
I can't fix that.
After 5 minutes,
Around
of
this time,
knocking
as you guys walking by his door,
I thought that door was one above the corpses.
no, it's the
Below
second one
corpses.
up from the bottom.
library above that is the greenhouse. Then
Alright.
the kitchens, then the bedrooms, then the storage.
Excellent. Corpses.
So you guys walk past the.
Is he noticeably high, shaky, and acting weird? Or
He
is he
seems
just
a bit out of it.
standing there?
Well, he was laying there casting spells.
Yeah. Casting plant growth. More plants are growing.
He seems fine.
That seems what he was trying to do, right?
You alright, Yarock?
Is he yelling, "Oh God, the fire"?
You don't hear them.
Oh, yeah. Is everything still on fire?
Yes, everything is still on fire, and the ground is starting to collapse and crumble, falling about 10 feet down into a pool of lava below.
Am I falling with the lot ground?
If you don't avoid the steps for it, if you don't try and keep on the ground that's still solid and hasn't broken away,
How far down is the lava?
about 10 feet down.
That's not 25.
No, so fall will not save you from the lava.
Or from your trip. Although I wonder, how does it work?
If you fall more than 25, you descend
But does it
safely.
discern you falling, or does it discern your mind, and when your mind thinks you're...
I imagine it's the token itself. It has to fall.
I'm pretty sure it's by magic.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys get up to the door, he said, it's locked.
I pull a grenade.
Dude, what's wrong with you? We talked about this.
Yeah,
No
but-
blowing up doors.
Oh, yeah. We didn't talk about this. You
Yeah, I
said
can't really
that,
fix
and then
that.
I
just try to
disagreed.
avoid the lava.
Mm-hmm. Make a luck check.
11. Is it a save?
No.
11.
So as you buffet yourself around, bumping into trees chaotically as you're running, you eventually find a clear path that seems to be running away from the flames.
It's gonna be such a hard time finding you in an endless black void.
As
Oh, no.
you're sitting there,
I'm smart enough not to play as fairies. I'm being suspicious of everything.
I think I remember numbers, but let me check. It's been a while since I checked. Yeah. So as he sits down to start picking the lock, you see it's 2 doors down. It's like one door like below because the other door's on the opposite side. You see Yarock running out from the tower.
specifically off the path and
Like, yes, like, if you were on the path, you could not see him. He seems to be running out.
I jump off and grab him.
Okay.
I'm walking on air?
You seem to be walking on the ground.
So is he like falling or is
Nope.
he just... Oh, he's standing on it?
Like he has ran out from the tower.
I lasso him?
And one of the tree branches seems to grab hold of you as you're trying to make your escape.
I
From
trust
the
the
force.
tree.
And it's starting to turn to ash and cinders as it holds on to you.
I stopped trusting the tree. This place is weird.
you continue bailing and running.
Yeah, I continue trying to
It's
avoid.
holding on to you.
I'm looking at my 20 strength and feeling like it's not holding on to me.
As
You're lassoing the...
you're sitting
As
on
you're now jet
assuming a
skiing,
flying
It holds on to you as the tree is dragging behind you.
That makes sense. Well, come along, tree. I'll keep you safe.
You hear that.
At this point, after he jumped off, I'm just sitting there, just askance of, what am I looking at here?
And you notice, as they go out, they're starting also to drift.
I'm
Almost
going to go ahead and
Entering
take...
the orbit out towards the objects floating.
I'm going to go ahead and take the line that I have tied around him and just let it out as I fly away and tie it to something stationary that he can't just rip off. Congratulations,
Oh.
you're now tied to a door.
Yeah, the tree reroots itself and grabs...
I mean, come on, tree.
Well, now that he's got the rope set up, I'll climb out to him.
I'd really rather not destroy you, tree. Don't be a dick about it.
It's just grabbing hold of you, this long branch stretching back from you. You're a long distance, but you can see the flames, the forest fire in the distance, slowly encroaching on your direction.
Do I
Flicker,
have
flicker, flicker. One of the yellow fairies, a blue fairy, comes up as well. Break the branch. The branch is holding you back.
I was thinking about it, but now that you say it, I don't wanna.
Embrace the incoming fire, then.
I mean, the guard
Kiss.
was overgrown.
Kiss the flames.
I don't want to have to fight off a dirty dwarf or a dirty orc trying to kiss me.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's shenanigans afoot. I'm just not quite sure what they are.
No.
I don't know.
But I'm going to put my faith in not fighting trees, so I'm going to go back toward the fire.
And he's making his way back as you start working around. He's now returning back towards.
I'll meet him.
Okay. Are you like out on the rope?
Yeah, I'm using.
Once you're about 15 feet out, you notice it's no longer trying to make you fall down. At that point, it basically is trying to pull you out towards the outer. There's like a 15-foot like gravity barrier around this tower, and then it's some sort of orbital structure on the outside of it that you're.
Okay, then I can just move faster on this as long as I'm holding onto the rope. If it's not pulling me like downwards anymore, but pulling me outwards.
Can we tell from his pupils that he's drugged or?
You're not close enough to see him at that point. No.
I don't know. Do I meet him as he's coming back?
Yeah, I mean he's basically having to follow back along the branch, the rope. So as
can I put my
you're-
hands on him?
you can, well, most likely in a moment.
Do not eat the absinthe fruit.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest it. But then again, maybe the second trip won't be so bad.
You don't do it near a chasm.
You see an Oread. A nature spirit of flame.
Oh.
Meeting you along your path.
I do not speak Ignan. But,
Chirpy chirp 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 anyway?
yeah, try with Sylvan.
He starts saying something to you in Sylvan.
I speak Sylvan.
I speak Sylvan.
What do you say? Fortunately, this fire spirit
He happens to know. It's like, yeah, man, I'm not really sure where I am. I'm just trying to, not fight trees and not listen to untrustworthy fae folk.
Yeah.
So, please don't set me on fire.
I respond in Sylvan. You've been bewitched by the fairies' impurities. I will burn this away from you and return you to sanity.
you
Makes
hear
sense.
time to die.
Oh. Come on, man. That's uncalled for. I take the dodge action.
I don't power attack.
Wait, you can't say he's poisoned. I am a cleric.
Oh, he is a poison. Yeah.
Okay. I jump out there and do lesser restoration on him to remove poison.
Is that a touch?
It is a touch attack.
Yeah, so I think it's the same problem Lay on Hands was going to have. Of now you got to touch the orc. Good luck.
I did not manage to touch the orc.
As the other Oread comes up to follow,
Flank him.
trying to grab you from the other side.
Yes, flank him.
Flank
Yeah, I
him.
got a 13. I did not manage to touch the orc.
Alright. Am I able to get into flanking position now that he's out here?
If you would like to, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I don't have to roll at disadvantage.
By the way, while they've been doing this, I don't have a cell phone, but I have set up the laptop, put the camera forward, and I am filming.
Nah, I miss.
You're dodging those flaming hands.
I continue to try to negotiate with the Orients too. Come on, guys. We're all nature spirits here.
Does 25 hit you?
25 would, yes.
Okay, you're no longer poisoned.
You get another Constitution save.
It removes poison.
It does not remove the physical object that is still in him.
Let's see. 22.
22 is enough to overpower it, though.
Plus, the other, 6 or
Oh,
3?
yours is higher, so yeah, +2.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, it's not stacking, just
24.
higher.
Oh,
No, it's
he vomits. And you vomit up which is also now just sort of floating in this, starting to...
Just throw that away.
I'm just like, you should never do drugs.
Don't eat the fruit in the plant room.
Who knew?
You see, as like he's in front of you, I'm like monkeyed onto your back, and you're tied up with a rope. You're like, you're not a friendly.
This is
tree.
not a forest. These are not fire spirits.
How was I walking in the middle of the air?
You're still kind of drifting.
yeah, gravity's different out here outside the barrier.
You fell forward about 15 feet and just got back into it.
I pull us forward on the rope, and I'm just like, you, sir, are a little bit troublesome.
That's fine. I go back to the plant room. I gotta clean up, make sure I didn't make a mess in there.
It's now the unidentified plants have wildly grown throughout there because the ones that were alive have thrived through your plant growth.
Well,
Was it tasty though?
You get the door unlocked.
it was delicious.
No, I was watching the shenanigans.
Yeah, the
Walk
food's
over,
really,
take
really
Nick's
good.
laptop, throw it out.
No.
don't.
And doesn't quite make it 15, it just starts infinitely falling.
Man,
Please, I'm well known for throwing grenades.
I'll have to come back tomorrow when I can speak with plants.
And ask the fairies why.
and also, maybe detect poison.
Nah. Speak with plants. Hey, are you poisonous?
Of course not, you're lying.
Poisonous plants are a bunch of fibbers.
Anyways, 19, so 28.
Yeah.
Here you go. I'll be out here in case they try to eat you.
Cleric, paladin, if they're undead, that'd be adorable.
Good luck!
Walk in there, just start looking for journals or books.
Okay. Yeah, so you walk in, and it is first the room itself that seems to have just been divided by a pair of curtains. It's a trio of curtains.
Seriously, of all the things they did, they didn't give each other separate rooms.
They did not. It's very clear they could subdivide things if they wanted to.
Yeah, that's what's weird.
Dancing lights.
To which the curtains themselves are all pushed over to the side, where there is sort of a communal area in the side, but basically where they can pull off for bedrooms. But otherwise, it is a shared room in the middle when the curtains are drawn.
And I hope none of them are lactose intolerant.
There is one double bed with a pair of corpses, an elf, and one that can really only seem familiar to you.
Was it the dead guy?
The dwarf. Yeah.
But is it
So,
that same guy?
male dwarf, female elf. There's another bed with a male elf, and a bed with a male and a female elf.
Okay.
So 5 in total.
Journals?
All dead and withered to nothing. Make an investigation check.
Oy, I hate it.
Oh yeah, investigation.
I'm going to give myself guidance, because I know I'm not good at this stuff.
And is there anything you're not willing to... that you're avoiding as you're going through?
No.
Okay.
They're dead.
They can't hurt you,
Yes.
except they literally can because undead.
24.
24. The solitary elf does have a journal tucked in under his pillow. His head and chest crumple apart as you lift the pillow to find it. It's a
Sorry.
very small book, but
Open it. Hopefully it doesn't explode.
do you read the rune that you see inside?
Oh yeah, first thing I do. 100%.
Yeah, it's written in Elvish, in Elvish script, but not in a discernible language to your understanding.
You recognize all these letters, but these aren't words.
I'm gonna go ahead and it's not a Sylvan or Dwarven, I assume,
No.
or Orcish.
Okay. But yeah, so seems to have some sort of meaning hidden, but hidden intentionally.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep a secret book of secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else. It's probably in a cipher of some sort.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, look at that.
Look at how the first one does. So think, are dead bodies objects, and can mending, sure up a crumbly dust statue?
No.
I don't have any hairspray, so I can't use that.
Just leave them to me for right now.
Okay, so Elvish Book of Secret Cipher.
But that was it as far as any sort of literature in here.
Alright.
Oh,
Did I check the bodies for rings?
Hey, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Get out of here.
It's like, you already dusted one, get out!
As he starts approaching the other bodies.
Yeah, get out of here.
I'm looking at drawers instead.
Anyway.
Fine clothing that seems worse for the age, but
Yeah,
various silks and robes that have been
Interesting. Search through all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Go over to the elven pair.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll pick whatever the male. And stay 10 feet away from him. But I'll use Whispers of the Grave on him.
And as he starts to animate, trying to, he basically, in any movement, starts to crumble apart to dust, losing the ability to speak. Does not seem intact enough to.
I'm just trying to think of the microbiome that turned these guys to dust versus just sort of mummifying out. Because this isn't natural decay behavior. No, actually, knowledge arcana. Is this natural decay behavior given the climate and other stuff?
That would be medicine, not
And your taxidermy
arcana.
Yeah.
would probably provide some nature of reason for you to be knowing it.
Mhm.
Captain, I'm afraid of the dead over there.
Of course, I roll a 2 on medicine. I can never roll well on medicine. It's like a 7.
I can never roll well.
Well, squirrels don't do that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too normal, but you're not sure what would have caused it.
Mm. I was hoping it would be something like knowledge nature, but even then, that would only be a 15.
It's not natural.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing back with your plants?
No. I can't do anything more with them until I get Psuko plants up.
Okay.
Or, the storage room's up from my position, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go to the storage room.
Okay.
I asked for an agate. It's a gemstone.
And
Yeah.
agate?
Is it worth 1,000 gold?
Make a luck check.
16.
No.
I keep trying. How many agates are there, and are any of them worth 1,000 gold? If a spell requires an agate worth 1,000 gold, can I use multiples to make up the total?
No.
And if you have Gorilla Glue.
Worth at least. It can be more.
The fourth one that you pull out will meet your needs.
Nice.
Um,
That's the material component for the awaken spell.
Is that used up in the spell?
Yes.
yeah.
Brutal.
Burns 1,000 gold to bring something to life.
I mean, it basically, it makes it a friend for a while. It's permanent
30
life.
days.
Yeah.
30 days friendship.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's permanently to life.
And
You are creating new
Permanently
life.
two
So that is,
sentience, yeah.
yeah.
Theoretically,
I leave the not 1,000 gold agates just on the floor.
Along with the 2x4 and the nails and the...
so any movement destroys them. Okay, but
More or
they have
less.
mouths. Can
At
I?
this point?
Yeah, can I animate their spirits without movement?
No.
It doesn't require it.
In order for them to talk, it would.
No, we would just have the spirit come out of the mouth.
His interpretation of speak with dead is you need an intact mouth because it's actually using the mouth.
Yeah, otherwise it wouldn't need the mouth.
Yeah.
Mm.
Does it just need the mouth, but it doesn't need to use it? No, Ryan.
It didn't say anything about movement.
I'd inside the end that it's implied
Mm.
that the thing actually chats at you.
Maybe the dwarf is made of sterner stuff.
That's possible. But it's also possible your DM set it up where you're not able to talk with them, but did it in a way that you could try and outsmart him.
Mm-hmm.
You know that's always dangerous, right?
No?
Is there Gorilla Glue?
Saturate them in some sort of
Well,
preservative. In fact,
that was my comment with the hairspray. You could theoretically finally mist it far enough away where it would still gain the adhesion without breaking it apart.
Check the hole.
their time was before hairspray.
Yes.
Checking for the Gorilla Glue.
If I do that, I'm gonna end up with a bottle of Sovereign's glue.
Yeah,
That?
Yeah.
yeah, do that. 100%.
But I have an irrational hatred of Sovereign's glue.
Oh,
I
but
hate it.
I'm aware of Ryan's issue,
Yeah.
and Nick told me of the hole. I'm gonna go to the hole and ask for glue.
So first up, you end up with that tunnel, and there's just like garbage lining the wall sides and stuff.
Okay.
There's like a mound of feathers.
Just, giant gem, put in pocket.
Okay.
That's for later.
To reach into hole, ask for glue.
Yeah. You get what feels like the handle of a pail,
Pull it out.
and and there is basically what seems to be a wax-covered some sort of substance beneath something on a pail.
I'd keep looking for more glue.
You get 7 of those before you get a glass vial of glue.
I take 2 of the pails and the glass vial into Ryan, and I go, "This is what I have found."
Alright. I will need like a brush or something.
I do detect magic, I suppose.
Yes, the bottle is.
I'm like,
magical.
"This is magical glue. I don't know what it is, other than that."
It's magical.
I'll go down and get myself a fine brush.
Down where?
To the
Up. Storage is up.
Storage is up.
storage room and ask for a fine brush.
Or a spritzer.
You get sort of a that's that long.
Do either of you ask me to try this with my experience?
You could come, yeah.
Okay.
It's like we got some magical glue and some stuff to.
Well, I'll
Spread it
try it
on.
with the regular glue first, but
We've got magic glue though.
okay, we can try it with the magic glue then.
Does this feel like an incredibly
Time wasting thing?
delicate measure?
Yeah. That's good.
So your head is aching.
Knees weak. Mom's spaghetti. We haven't slept yet.
No, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Well,
Then yeah, I'll go to the top
Looking
of
at
the
the
tower.
shaking hands and going, maybe we should rest first.
Yeah.
Yeah, whilst they're doing that, I wanted to go and reach into the hole and ask for wine.
Yeah. You'll get a glass bottle. It is a strong red wine, very deep, very rich.
Very vinegar.
Yeah. That was my thought. I was like, what are the chances he makes you roll for vinegar?
It is fun. It is powerful, but it is. I'm sorry, I don't know the proper terms to discuss wine. I'm
Robust.
not sure.
Because, I mean, after it's in the bottle, it doesn't get any more alcoholic.
No.
It's just a very complex and rich flavor.
Yeah, but I don't mean powerful alcohol. I mean it is a stronger flavor.
It's oaky and complex. I definitely share some.
Anyways.
Not with the rat guy.
You're going up to what?
I was gonna go up to deal with Keeper.
Yeah, we're heading back.
Okay, so you head back down to your flight of stairs going up.
Okay,
So
so
there's a stone ceiling above you,
yeah, that's fine.
and you know that there is water above it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you leave Genji up there?
Should have come down.
Yeah, I'd say I brought him down after we found out about the void, so he's in here with us.
Okay.
Anyway, so how high up was the tower go? Of what remained of it after the destruction? Like how high
Wasn't
will
it
the
like
water
50
be?
feet?
Okay. Are you talking about the wizard's tower, or are you talking about the sunken tower outside in the
The sunken tower part.
What was that?
Stuff would have been above us, and
60 feet? I don't remember.
and then it collapsed.
80 feet?
It's just a couple Thursdays ago.
Well, no, because it was like 10 feet down to a thing, and that broke.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went down.
Like another 30.
I think it was 50. So.
Yeah, probably someone closer to 50.
Whatever it was not enough for
Yeah.
me to take damage from jumping.
Well, I go ahead and do 5 additional feet above what I would guess, and then just dimension toward that direction.
Okay. See, dimension door then above the surface then, and then splash back down because water has completely filled up to the top at this point. So it is. So as he's sort of been sitting there, watching the hole you went down to literally fill up and disappear into water.
I take note of my position and how far I move, and then go over to him.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation. All right, we found some stuff down there, and we're going to spend the day here. Did you want to come inside with us, or
Go back to an empty mausoleum.
At this point, you have already taken the urn from him, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Does he have anything?
Theoretically, no. He just ran out here with the urn. I mean, the tower's up right now, and
Yeah, he's in the tower.
So we got a
Yeah,
tower,
no,
a tower,
basically
and a tower.
he's in a point where
Yeah.
not at all confused. Wizard's tower, metal
Sunken
tower, sunken tower.
Uh-huh. Yeah, adamantine tower, wizard tower, sunken tower.
No, probably at this point when you get to it, he is probably broken from branches and fashioned a door, a blockade on, like, to lock the tower down.
The tower automatically locks.
You
You have to give it permission.
He
I
doesn't
gave him permission to open and close.
He probably doesn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like barred the door, and there is that just open tunnel in the top.
Also, you have to give permission, I believe.
But yeah, no,
There's
he
a
seems
trap
to have blockaded the thing off. Down into the depths.
No, there's a dwelling down there.
Under the water.
Yeah, it's magical. It's in a different plane.
I'll do just as well here.
You want to stay here?
Yes, if you're leaving this here, seems like a good place to hide out for
I don't know. Would I think
a
that
few days.
Tana would care or not?
Well, you could call me at this point. I thought we were going up there to sleep. Or do you want to sleep in the random magical tower?
I mean,
I'm sleeping in the random magical tower.
yeah, I don't see any.
That'd be a lot of dimension doors.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why we would not want to just spend it in the place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, give him any supplies and food and stuff?
I don't.
He seems to have some stuff.
Yeah,
And he's full for 24 hours.
He has literally hunted in these woods to get food to take back. Well, he's not the cleanest with doing that. I mean, you had cleaned up the mess of the corpses that he's he's perfectly capable of
Hunting these swamps?
Yeah, hunting these swamps. He's
These haunted swamps?
yeah.
And yeah,
I mean, ultimately, the only real even ghost that he seemed to have trouble with was that one that wasn't actually a ghost. It was a demon.
Well, we're going to be down in the tower. I don't know what. Do you have a phone?
No.
No, of course not. Well, I don't know. If you want to contact us, I guess figure it out.
Leave a note on the door?
Oh, yeah, we'll come back here eventually.
All right.
And then a dimension door back underneath the stone
Mm-hmm.
stone ceiling that we created.
Yep.
And just go back down into the tower.
Easy enough.
Bedtime.
Pull out bedrolls and stuff, and I guess camp down in the library?
when I was in plant room, did I ever find a way to turn off the sun?
No. It seems to be behind some glass panels that go all the way around above the door.
Oh, and there's no like shutter.
Mm-mm. But when you close the door, no light leaks out.
If I'm inside and I close the door, do the lights go out?
No.
Well, I mean, push comes to shove, you could just go to sleep anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, do you mean I want to sleep near the plants?
Yes. And obviously.
Just sleep with one of the leaves over your face.
That's right. Thanks, plant. You're a homie.
So plant
Awaken
slowly
it
tries
and ask
to
it.
throw-
Awaken the
strangle you.
plant and ask it to cover your face so you can sleep.
I can't awaken it until I sleep. And yeah, there's too much of a risk of it, I don't know, dropping hallucination just in my mouth. Not all plants are your friends.
Yes.
And the 3 that are living here are 3 that he's never seen before. Not, let's make a nature roll. No, 3 that he just hasn't seen before.
I'm not trained in nature.
Not that kind of druid.
not that kind of druid, not that kind of cleric, not that kind of paladin.
I like nature, but I was raised in a city.
I mean, your city literally has buildings carved into trees.
Yeah, exactly.
Hence why he wears plants.
Yeah, it's not natural though.
I'm more talented than a step.
So, do the rest of you, where do you choose to?
Library.
Library.
Yeah.
In there is my drink. I'm gonna spend some time studying the cipher before I go to bed.
Do you close the door?
Austin. And so you don't wander out and close the door?
Oh, what, the plant room?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a good plan.
Go ahead and close the door of the bedroom, but not lock it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be here with the dead bodies.
Well, no, they're sleeping in the library. They're just going up and closing that.
Neat.
Otherwise, long rest achieved.
Hooray!
You wake in a standing position as the plants behind you have pushed you up.
They just pushed me up?
Like at the point where you wake up, you're like lounged, but you're lounged more towards standing with your legs. Like they have supported your weight and started lifting you up.
They're cuddling you.
I mean, I guess that's pretty cool.
Well,
But these plants are also strong enough to physically move you.
Yeah, that's
all
pretty
500 pounds of you or whatever.
I am pretty fat.
I was going to point out the armor too, but that's wood, and who knows how much that could weigh.
Same as full plate.
Yeah. So yeah, gather.
I cast Speak with Plants.
And is that what you just speak with all plants, or are you casting it on a plant that you're speaking with?
Plants within 30 feet of you with limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow simple commands. They're plants, they don't have a memory, or much of one, but they're there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mostly doing this to see if they're like mean or not.
Mm-hmm.
And ask them why they're holding me up.
You were down.
Oh, that's true. I was sleeping.
But it's day.
That's also true.
You may also be a plant, given your plant-like armor. And it's like, you're a fallen tree. Let's lift you back up so you can reroot.
Yeah, sometimes I need to sleep even when it's day.
Oh. Days are long.
Thousands of years long.
Well, you're looking great.
Especially after the plant growth.
So there was 3 plants. Is it 1 plant or is it 3 people in here?
There are probably a half dozen.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Then.
Yeah, there's a few of them. There's one of the small shrub that bears the fruit. There's probably 4 of the vines, and the strange flowers. There's another.
However many to make up that number that I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More.
I only have 1 agate.
Do you give it to a vine? Do you give it to a flower?
I mean,
Do
right?
you give it to that shrub that was getting you trippy?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, you're speaking with plants. Who wants to be sentient?
What if all of them do, Nick? You just gonna break their little plant hearts like that?
Well, they don't have memories, so about the time the spell wears off, they probably will.
You know what? I don't want to hear it after the badgering I got over the freaking badger.
Well, I'm not going to give them this and then take it away from them. I'm creating life, not murdering something that's already alive.
It wasn't dead. I just returned it to its natural state.
Of not having magical items.
Who is we? Who am I? Yeah, I've got some time with Speak with Plants. So I'm just going to chat the plants. 10 minutes. I have 10 minutes to chat with the plants. And I'm just going to spend that time chat with them, see if they've got any personalities, try and figure out if I can see if there's one of them that would want to, you know, be like awake and able to move and maybe even leave this tower and go other places. Do any of them have a possessed of a specific snaz for wanderlust?
Make a luck check.
I'm trying to narrow this down so I can figure it out. 14.
One of them's Eric Rasrata, famed plant.
That not that lucky.
It's the shrub.
Yeah, but no, the shrub seems to believe that it has many gifts it could share if it could only stretch beyond these walls. The vines seem to think, oh, the doors have been locked so long.
Yeah, they have. They probably want to get out and stretch across the, you know, everything because they're vines.
The flowers are fair with content.
Yeah.
We have the water. We have the soil.
They look fantastic.
Do they blush? They take the little petals and go, oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna... I mean, I was kind of leaning towards the shrub anyway. Phew, that's a long one.
Couple hours.
8. So yeah, I'm like, alright.
They really don't want you awakening stuff, do they?
No, they really don't. They really don't.
They're like, stop awakening rocks.
Anyway, yeah, once I catch a sight, they're like, okay, guys, I'm gonna be busy doing a big magical ritual in here, so I'll see you around lunch.
Why are you doing a big magical ritual?
I'm gonna make one of these plants a person.
Why?
I look at you like I don't understand the question.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we're just like, understandable, have a nice day.
Like, what do you mean, why? Because I can't.
We're Shintos, it's like, well, they probably already are, so it makes sense.
Yeah,
I can't. And also, the bush is really nice.
everything's got.
Isn't that the one that made you trip balls and try to run out into the infinite void?
To be fair, if we weren't in an infinite void, that would have just been normal running.
Which is good for you.
Yeah. And the fruit was delicious.
He also didn't ask if he should eat it.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I was kind of rude.
He just kind of went up and stole.
I apologize to the shrub for that.
By the way, did you ask the shrub whether it should be eaten while you're talking to it?
Yeah, did it have an opinion on its fruit?
I grow much fruit for the beings around. No one's been around for it in such a long time.
Well, it was delicious, even if I wasn't quite prepared for it.
I'm going to go ahead and eat some of the fruit.
God, you potion drinking screwball.
I gotta know. He said it was tasty.
It was tasty.
Yeah, it is like naturally sugared grapefruit.
So tasty.
Make a constitution
Is
check.
it poison? Is it poison? Or a disease? I'm immune to both.
Yeah, it'll be poison.
I'm
It's
immune.
naturally sugared. You got that resilience, man.
I'm just like, this is delicious. No, 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 no.
He seems fine.
Yeah. I tell the shrub that this guy agrees. Your fruit's delicious.
I tell the plant I swallowed like 3 seeds. We'll see what happens.
See, spreading gifts.
And now I'm just thinking, oh
Yeah,
god.
it speaks a language. You can talk to it. You can talk to all these plants. They speak Sylvan now. Or shoot, why? I can give them
No,
all
that's
English.
after you awaken it.
That's Awaken, yeah. I wouldn't give them Sylvan. I'd give them like Orcish.
Which
Of
I can
course.
speak that too.
Because of course I would.
I don't know Orcish.
Well, you can't talk to my plant friend. So that's what I'm doing for the next 8 hours. I begin casting...
So he walks up eating some of that fruit.
I just like,
Do you offer to share?
no, it's not wine. This is mine. You go get your own psycho fruit.
Go
But there
back
we
up
go.
to the corpse room with a fine brush and I take some magic to steady my hands.
Make a dexterity. Well, first off, who are you targeting here?
Female elf.
Yeah, female elf.
There were 2 of them.
Yeah, the one that was part of the crumpled male elf
Okay.
duo.
Will this be a part of a taxidermy?
Sure. Dexterity with dexterity.
Okay.
Is there a reason you have advantage?
Yes, I took magic pill.
Enhanceability.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, sorry.
I did.
I'll trust you, but
Yes.
yeah.
No, he said.
I'm guessing you just kind of get to remake those every day.
It's a spell. I say they're pills because
Oh.
it fits
Then
with
yes,
the
you
thing.
get to remake them every day.
Yeah.
It's a spell slot. Then yes is the answer. It's a limited resource that you have on a daily.
Yes.
Yeah. If we want to go into 4th edition talk.
No one wants that. 4th edition was Garbo.
It was a lot of fun.
I didn't like it.
How much time did you spend playing it?
I played it for like 6 hours and I hated it.
Yeah, see, it really kicks in around hour 7. That's when it really gets fun.
Well, you know, that's a nope for me, dog. It's kind of like any anime that has a guide on how you're supposed to watch it. I'm not interested in.
25.
Yeah. So I'm guessing you're just targeting around the head.
Mm-hmm.
Probably first practicing on some other parts where you're able to waste his arm.
Yeah.
Or waste your arm away, but then once you get it down, yeah. You're able to solidify enough to...
Let's see if it works.
Well,
Probably don't feel good picking it up, but you think that maybe doing before...
No, I'm just
Okay.
gesturing.
As
with
you gesture with that
Hamlet-y.
Hamlet-y
No, I'm just gesturing.
Okay.
well, whilst they're dicking around with that, I'm playing with the whole.
No, I'm not gonna touch him.
There were more... The pathways that haven't been explored, both down from the entrance and up from the...
You know what? They're dicking around. I'm not playing with the whole. I'm trying to work on the elf cipher.
Still going through... Okay.
I don't know what checks were required for that.
Time.
Okay.
You know the languages. There's not really even a check. It's just a lot to do.
Okay. I'll have
Do you focus it in like an alphabetical thing, or are you focusing on the mostly used things for first, in case you get part of it enough to hand over?
alphabetical. I'm not giving this to anyone until it's translated.
Yeah, lots of time.
In fact, I might just translate into Dwarvish. Because now I can write Dwarvish, which is my own secret language, because I'm the only one who speaks it.
I'm sorry. The cipher. The cipher actually. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying that you were trying to make the translation.
Oh,
Or is
it's a
that
dictionary.
Yeah, no, I'm mistaken. Yes, there is a check for that. Hold on, let me look at the linguist fee. You need an intelligence check.
Okay, I'm going to definitely do guidance on that.
Really? Is that all?
I rolled a 1.
But you got.
I don't believe one automatically fails, so...
No, 6.
Oh, okay, that does still fail.
I don't have a super high intelligence.
Yeah, it'll probably be here.
It's just
trying to figure
reading
this out.
how low the check is based on the ciphers in that feat. I'm like, oh, that's a useless part of that feat.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to spend, looks like another, 8 hours trying to get through the dang cipher. 'cause I
Was
screwed
it
up my
score
roll.
or modifier? I read it as modifier. It might have said score. Score. Okay, a lot higher check. Okay. I read it at first. I'm like, so what? 11? Oh no, 26. Got it.
I'm not capable of getting that.
You don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, I'm just
And
letting you know that I'm going to keep trying, but I'm not actually capable of getting it.
By the way, with max intelligence, if it doesn't use any other thing, I could guidance my way up above that little cap, but I would have to roll pretty high.
Yeah, no, 26 is not actually possible without proficiency, I guess.
+1 +4. 25, you said?
26.
Oh, not for you. You would have to have at least two mod to intelligence and guidance at a full roll.
So what are you doing after painting up that?
We're gonna ask it questions.
Well, you're gonna ask questions because you care about those such things. I'm gonna go unlock another door.
Up?
Yeah. Well, there's only up.
Well, there was down from the entrance. You guys never went down from the entrance.
I did.
Bob did. He didn't find
No,
any more doors.
you went straight down the side. You did not follow the ramp down.
That's very
It's on
true.
the opposite. You notice every other door is the opposite side of the tower.
Oh.
Listen, that could happen to anyone.
In that case, yeah, I'll go down to the bottom one.
Go down to the bottom one. But yeah, there is one further door below. It is locked.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're doing that in the library.
Yeah.
So we have one on that floor, one on that floor, skipping a floor, one on that floor, one on that floor.
What, where people are right now?
Yeah, where each of you are, because you've all split up.
I'm just saying, God's lucky I can't bother him to fix this problem for me.
Has it still been within an hour of me messing with the skull?
Yes.
Still has advantage.
Yeah, 2.
So-
Got it. Yeah, nail it. Yeah.
5 plus the 9. No, plus the dice. Anyways, it's probably like 14. 4, 8, 15. No, yeah, 15. 3. 18.
It does not open.
Trying to figure out, is there a thing keeping me from trying again, or just bad sportsmanship?
I mean, it will take extra time.
Okay.
You have to hit F9 and then reload.
Yeah, okay. It's 15, so it's 15. 4, 4, 5. Yeah. 32, 33.
Bit of a different number. Anyway, so you cast your ability and have your questions, as it does seem, as she opens up the jaw, seems to hold intact well enough.
So, what brings you around here?
By the way, how much of the sovereign glue did we use up on that?
Not what?
No, okay.
Just be a little bit on the face.
And hey, we didn't identify. We don't know what kind of glue it is. Could be any kind of glue.
We'll say an ounce.
I feel like an ounce is a lot. Like a lot.
And that you have 2 ounces remaining, because it was not full.
Well, he also had to use some up on the arm testing how to do it without breaking it.
An ounce of glue can cover a 1 foot square surface.
So, yeah, then. Generous, if anything.
Anyway, question.
And you're using it to try and sink it into, and like permeate into the...
Yeah.
So... That brush is ruined.
Yeah.
No, that brush is now a stick.
You just gotta dip it in the universal solvent.
Are there any secrets to this tower that would be interesting to us adventurers? By your reckoning.
With like a dust of smoke. Yes.
What is the secret?
That's the second question.
Secrets are called secrets for a reason. This is abnormally, most corpses you've spoken to have been a lot more cooperative than her, apparently.
And we murdered and decapitated those corpses.
Yeah.
And they were still cool with us.
Has it been longer than 10 days?
It's not been longer than 1 day.
Well, since the heads in the volcano.
No, since
No.
it died.
Has it been...
Oh.
So how long has it been?
I was thinking you were talking about since his divine thing.
Oh.
Not since these dead bodies died.
No, if I was going to use my divine thing, I think it'd be the stupid cipher that I'm literally not capable of breaking.
Which of your group in the tower would be the most knowledgeable about the demon lord or the elder god that created the world fragments in the destruction?
If being...
That's simply what we escaped from. We sought refuge from. No need to look into until they've moved beyond.
Gonna hide in our hole till Demon Guide gets bored, moves on to another dimension.
Yeah.
What knowledge could you impart to me about the realm of worms?
The what?
The plane that the demon lord's from.
I've heard of it. I do not recall. You get 5?
One more.
Dumb Wizard says what? Savage.
What's the most useful thing that you could tell me in aiding the destruction of the demon lord?
Dodge.
That's surviving the Demon Lord, not defeating it.
Lift with
That
your
one is mortal.
So you could stab the Demon Lord to death, theoretically.
Well, it can be killed. Is a good piece of information. In there.
Yeah, that's it. It is both incredibly useless and yet incredibly okay. At least we're not just.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah.
Good night.
By the way, how many sessions are we deep?
This is 21.
And I haven't made any Piccolo jokes against the giant Korean man who yells dodge all the time.
Dodge! Well, I'm very good at dodging.
Yes, you are very good at dodging, but you instruct other people to dodge and they don't listen.
What are you talking about? I dodge all the time. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh no. What? Am I Gohan?
Could be dodging better.
At least he tries. He glares at the other two that don't dodge at all.
Quick.
You realize that makes you Krillin, right?
Yeah, but Krillin was
Guy
the
who
best
runs
character.
away and hides.
Yeah.
That makes you Krillin, right?
Yes, the best character in DBZ.
He is one of the best characters. Not as cool as Yamcha, but pretty close.
Yamcha who goes, I'm not a great martial artist. I'm going to go play baseball.
Yamcha,
Yes.
who pioneered the ability to remotely manipulate ki energy.
I'll open the bottom door.
People forget that.
So, you open the door.
Seems like something everyone can do pretty quick.
Yeah, but he figured it out first.
And first,
As far as I
here,
remember.
you see for a moment really the most exquisite bit of taxidermy, as there is not giant, but a large green dragon,
It blinks.
and one wing kind of falls to the side as it starts to breathe in. And you see on the sides there are a few more of those hands sitting in this room,
The big black ones?
the big black ones. And you see at the back is like a weird bird cage, within which is a floating skull with gems in its eyes.
Quick. Is the freaking skull also religion? Or is that one arcana?
Just look at it and go, this
Yeah,
isn't the
kinda.
bathroom. Close the door, lock it, and walk away.
22. To know a demi-lich or a straight lich?
Give me that.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Pardon, monsieur. He's in a cage. I mean, how much of a threat could he possibly be?
By the way, do I think that dragon's actually alive?
You think it's animated, if not alive,
Yeah.
Thanks,
as
Leslie.
it seems to start trying to breathe,
Oh.
as if air has just entered the room and awakened some form of stasis that all of these creatures have been in.
You'd
As
think
they're
that puts some
stretching.
nature sign on these doors.
You'd think so, but these aren't very organized individuals.
It's almost as if you're supposed to know what's in the tower before you.
Just saying,
So,
what if you're stumbling around
with the
looking for a
22, did I
bathroom late at
realize it
night?
was a demi-lich? I have powerful... Okay, I close.
Yeah, at least, if not a demi-witch, then something that is designed to appear as one.
Close the door, lock it. Start running up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I'm sure that's fine.
calling out that there may be monsters released
The
from stasis.
library would be the first room that you would come to.
Mhm. There are monsters in the bottom floor. They may have woken up.
How did that happen?
I've been opening doors.
Understandable.
As you do.
I put the book in the bag, and then I start walking down the stairs.
No.
Go get the others.
Mm-hmm. You pass by the entry, and you, walking around, find one door on the opposite side that is locked.
I'm not trying to open the door. I'm at the door, making sure that they can't go kaboom through it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing seems to...
I'm waiting for him to get back with the others.
If they were in stasis once, they're probably in stasis again.
He gets to your room. He's in the middle of a ritual right now.
I am drawing intricate lines on the ground. What?
May have woken up monsters. There's a dragon and a demi-lich in the basement.
Ask them to please wait.
Yeah. Well, if you hear explosions, you need to come and stand in front of them. And keep going up.
Can I interrupt this? Wait, what point can I cancel this?
Nope.
No.
At this point, you have broken down
Yeah.
your material component, and you are basically spreading it out. And if you lose any concentration on doing this, you will not be able to pick up from where it was. You're having to intricately lay it within the...
Yeah. Then I'm just going to ignore that. When he leaves, I tell him to close the door.
Flip you off.
There's a demi-lich and a dragon. Yeah, don't let the door hit you, alright? Go ahead and close that on your way out. Thanks.
Couple more up, you get to the bedroom.
Leave him alone.
I'll let you know the basement has monsters in it, and that they started coming alive when I opened the door. But I shut it, and I haven't heard freaking Yin yelling.
How many?
More appropriately, I haven't heard
How,
freaking
how,
Yen
many, how many more
exploding.
unopened doors?
I don't know. There's some more up.
I thought there was
Maybe?
more down.
No,
That was the final down. That was the one more that was down.
like the
Oh,
stairs
if only you'd have started going down. You'd had a lot more paranoia going up.
So
we didn't know there was a down. We knew fly off the side of building and go straight down. I don't see anything, guys.
But there's a ramp that goes down. You didn't see any more ramp when you went down either.
Yeah, we thought this was the end of it. It just sort of spiraled off into the distance until you hopped off. Like this one does, where it stops at the door and then just no more, I'm guessing. Or does the ramp continue past this door?
Oh no, when it gets to the door, it then ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the bottom.
Yeah.
So when I go back down to check on Yin, are they attacking the door, trying to get out?
You haven't heard anything?
No, they seem contained. We'll have to wait till tomorrow.
How long is the alarm? Is it 8 hours?
Alarm sounds like 8 hours.
yeah, it sounds like an 8 hour.
At least.
Yeah.
Because we know it goes through a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 hours.
Yeah. I'll sit there and do the ritual to cast alarm in front of the door.
Okay.
Have it telepathically target all of us if something breaks it.
It can audibly target or telepathically target you.
Oh.
You cannot tie somebody else into getting a sound in their head.
Fine.
That would be funny. I mean, horrible.
Fine. It'll be the audible one then.
Okay, I'm gonna go and check on how many more unopened doors that we've got.
You march your way all the way back up. You go back to the library to continue your work.
On that thing that I can't do.
Yep. There are 2 more locked doors further above the storage room.
Okay, so there's 2 more locked doors, and then there's the locked door at the bottom with where the monsters were.
You tell me about that. in case more monsters hang out for a minute while I unlock these?
No, you're not unlocking them before I look.
Oh, you're looking through the walls now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll look through the walls first before he tries to unlock the doors.
Thought you only had that once a day and for like
For a minute, but I can check both rooms.
One of them seems to be a wide open room.
Oh, are these doors not made of like magical stuff?
They're magic, but I'm assuming. What can you see through them?
Well, it's probably got the same rules as like the other stuff. You know, X of stone, X of wood, X of lead.
No. It's 30 feet is what I can see through.
Very specifically, everything's 30
Wow,
feet.
neat.
Through solid objects in the range of 30 feet. If you dark vision, have dark vision if you don't already have it. Lasts until concentration ends.
Yes, it does not have the restriction on materials.
No, materials don't matter.
But it is.
Yeah. The one up is largely an empty room. The one above that has lots of instruments. Of
Like harps? Or
no.
Laboratory.
Hmm?
Laboratory. Or
Yeah, more like that. Yeah.
Okay. And it's like looks like a laboratory, and this, as far as I can tell, is just a wide open room. There might be more stuff in the back that I can't see.
Okay. Has it been an hour since head?
No. But
Save it for next time?
yep. Yeah, save it for next time. I was thinking only 2 sessions eaten up by this wizard's tower, but I was wrong.
Dude, it's an incredibly interesting tower.
I'm glad it's interesting.
Good work. We're about to make a new friend.
He gave us
Yeah.
a cipher.
And your money's working for you while you're at it. Roll for cryptocurrency.
5.
I got a 5. I rolled a much better
Damn.
than normal.
One more and I got Yahtzee.
5.
10 and 3 5s. Join us next time for more. Bye.
Yeah, that is my 4th 10 in a row.